going to be harvesting some of her butternut squash. My mum's not very well, so I thought I'd do it for her. This is her butternut squash that I started off for her this week, and it's quite interesting because I can show you some frost damage. So butternut squash should have already been harvested by now in her area. She's about an hour and a bit away from me. I'm zone 9A. I'm not 100% sure what zone this is, but it's significantly different in terms of the frost. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them now. So I'll show you how to do it. Now, if it was at the beginning of the year, what we would do, we would put our fingernail in, and you can see there's a mark. If it was in the summer, that means it's not done. But you can see there's just a bit of grim. But you can see the frost damage. There was the first frost last night, and because she hasn't been well, she hasn't cut them. So what we're going to be looking for, pretend this is summer, we're going to be looking for this thing here. It's called a tendril. So we want this to be brown, which obviously it isn't yet. We want this to be brown, and we want this all to be orange with no more speckles on it. That means in the summer it'd be done, but now because of the cold weather we have to remove this. It will not last in the frost. Although it's called a winter squash, it isn't winter hardy. So what you want to do is, sucators are the best things to use for this because it is actually really hard to cut through. So just here, and press down with all your might. There we go. Now it is tempting to hold it, pull it around by its stem. That's actually not so great to do because it will come off. But as you can see, the actual underside is a lot better, and this will ripen up. Because of the frost damage, it probably won't keep very well. Like I said, it should have been picked up earlier, and you can see like telltale frost damage here. We have to be picked up tonight because it's only going to get colder. Here is another one that you can see the frost damage on here, and you see all them little streaks. This just means it's immature. See the little streaks going down, and this stem is even more. Let's check out. Yep, you can see the little trellisy bit here. That is not, well, it's not gone completely dry. So in the summer we'd let this grow on. In the autumn we cut it just like this. They are a bit stiff. They're very hard to cut through butternut squashes. Right, so let's do the last one. The last one is probably the most mature, and of course it's down this verge. It would be funny if I thought. Right, so you can see this one's significantly better because the tendril is completely dried out. Yeah, we've got the lovely, let's do the fingernail test. No fingernail mark, which means it's ready and raring to go. So once again, I like to give as much stem as possible. This is going to be a good storer. Has got a little bit, just a little bit of frost damage, look. So it won't store very long, but that won't be a problem. It's so important, guys, to get your tender crops in before snails, brush those off, before the frost, which was last night for my mum. And I'm going to show you how to store them. It's going to be hard to pick this up one-handed. Right, if you did, for example, I just stabbed it a little bit with the sucators. If you did do that and it did mark, that's okay, it will heal. I'll take this into her shed and I'll show you how to store this for long-term storage. It's so easy. Right, oh, it's a little bit full in here. So I just make a little bit of space. A little bit like my shed, just stuff everywhere, isn't it? If you have a organised shed, let me know how you do it because I have no idea. Right, so it's really technical. All you do is pop it on the side like that in a cool, dry place where there's no sun. This will now cure, which means the outer skin will get hard. I don't know how long it will actually keep for because, as you can see, there is a lot of frost damage on this. Right along there you can see it, and the frost damage is just little patches right along here. Now, if this was picked yesterday, this would store for 8 months maybe. I've had them even last for a year. But you can see the damage on it. It's so important, guys. So important to get them when they're at their peak ripeness and to get them when they are not frost damaged. But 3 butternut squash this size for one vine is really good. It's particularly in the UK. These ones are called butterfly. They are really good. If you've tried I think they're called Waltham. They produce really small butternut squashes in a bush type. This one is a vining type, but they produce very big and decently sized